All right. Let's wait a second. Let me see where we are. Am I good? Am I good? We're moving there.
See movement on both now.
Oh, I hear us. I hear us somewhere.
Yay!
Yes. Wait. It's talking somewhere else. I don't know where it's talking at. Hold on. Wait. Oh my god, this is so weird. I don't know where it's talking at. Uh-oh. Okay, just kidding, guys. Hold on.
See her correct then.
I don't know why it's doing this. So, maybe it's on Facebook. It is. All right. Wow. Welcome to Let's Have A Fefe. This is Season 6, Episode 15. Wow, just halfway through the season, because we do about 30.
That's a lot.
You may notice that Freddy Prinze Charming is, not here. He is not feeling well, and I wish him well. Though he said he was going to try to watch tonight. So, we'll see. We'll see. Just give me a second. I'm trying to load the live video so that I can see the comments on Facebook.
Right.
Because we know that we got some people on the Facebook, and we're on YouTube over here. So, let me welcome Crystal Cruz to the show as our special guest tonight. We'll probably hear me again because I just need to see this, actually. Hey! Oh, look at hi, Gabe. And Gabe. It says Gabe and Gabe. We have a lot of Gabes and Eddies that watch the show. Not sure what that is about, but welcome. So usually we start off with like the weekend recap. Did you do anything fun this weekend?
My brain is mush. I just got off the weekend.
It's okay. Freddy does the same thing. It's fine.
Oh, we performed in Pandora's Circus of Sin Edition 3.
Whoa, what was that about?
It's a lovely production, that Katrina Rain song. She produces
Oh, that's right. I did see that being promoted.
So, I was in Volume 1 and 2. This is Volume 3, Cardinal Confessions.
And what happens there? If another volume comes out, should I be prepared to buy a ticket and go?
Yes. If you're 21 plus only for those shows.
Well,
definitely.
As most.
Yes. They're a little bit more on the adult versus family friendly.
You don't say.
Right. Well, especially with Carnal Confessions, right? So you have a lot of different variety performers, a lot of guest performers. She had some out-of-towners with sword swallowing, a little acrobatics. So that was really cool.
Just normal, everyday sword swallowing. It's fine, right?
Of course.
I mean, you walk through Walmart or Target, and you just...
It all goes down. So.
Did you guys have a good crowd?
It was a full house. It was really good. It was over at Allwyn House. I've done a lot of productions with them over the years.
Okay.
And,
man, I used to go back there during... Wow.
You probably went through Exotic then?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Exotic's coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Are you performing at that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they normally bring me in every year to do Exotic. So...
this would have been before I met you,
Maybe. How many years?
Shh. We don't say these things out loud. I don't need people to figure that out.
Well, I've been doing, exotic-related events for almost a decade. Probably.
Whoa.
They've been using me on and off, so just kind of...
But you're only 21.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I don't get carded anymore.
Oh.
Bouncers.
Oh.
They don't even try. They're just like...
You can't hear me?
Just walk in.
Why can't you hear me? Hi, Freddy. Freddy, can you hear me? Because Eddie on YouTube is saying that he cannot hear me. Somebody tell me. It's the problem with live streaming. I can't tell you. I can't tell if you are or you're not. Eddie. Thank you. I'm loving my look too, except for my wig is up on one side and it's driving me crazy. So don't judge me too harshly. The sound is really low. Okay, alright. Let's see what I can do. Tell me. I raised it just a little bit. I don't want to raise it too loud because then it echoes. We don't need the in here. I can hear you in Facebook. Low volume. Okay. Should I talk louder? Is the mic up? It's the same setup as last week. I didn't change anything. I just turned it on. You can hear just fine. Some people can't hear at all. Freddy can't hear at all. Victoria can hear. Okay, enough time on that. So what else? Did you do anything else fun this weekend? Or was that the highlight of the weekend?
That was the main thing, and then we're just prepping for a lot of shows right now.
Oh,
so
we'll have to talk about your upcoming shows later. Yes. Because you want people to be at that.
Of course.
Freddie, I know that you can't hear because you're sick, and you're probably floating underwater at this point. I'm not sure why YouTube... Oh, okay. It's good now? Okay. YouTube has been treating me badly. Facebook would say, like, the stream was being horrible, and then YouTube would say that the stream was bad, so I don't... Facebook loves me, YouTube
Yay, volume
hates
good
me.
now.
Okay. I didn't... what did I do this weekend?
Stay in. Go out.
I'm having a hard time remembering. And usually I make fun of Freddy for doing this. Now I'm the one. Now I can't remember. I know that we took our daughters to get their nails done, but I have yet to get my own done. I got a pedicure, though, because it was cheaper, and I'm on a budget. I think that's it. That's really it. But we're going to move on to the next segment. Because I want to ask you, what are some weird, outrageous sex acts that you have heard of over the years?
Do you find weird or outrageous, I guess?
Beyond your world.
I don't know if anything's beyond my world.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But we
what's on the edge of that? Like, what's, like, you're like, oh, wow, I can't believe that. Nothing anymore? Okay.
No. But, you know, we do get asked a lot about how stilters have sex, but that's just because of the height difference.
Okay. And if you guys have any questions, this is... tell them a little bit about your background, because they may not understand why I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a performer, and I've been performing for about 12 years now. I started in burlesque and ballet dance and fire arts, and I used to co-run a group called Provocatees. We were a burlesque variety show based in downtown Phoenix, and that's when I started getting into teaching burlesque and all sorts of fun arts, and kind of kept growing and taking on more skill sets until eventually I grew into a circus. And so we dropped the Provocatees, picked up the new name, House of Cirque.
I saw that.
Just because we just kept growing, we couldn't just be considered a burlesque show anymore.
Okay.
And we have a lot of family-friendly clients, so it's like, You gonna hire that name or House of Cirque name might sound a little better.
The little house moms that are sitting at home, they're like, you hired who?
Right. So especially for the corporate events, it's nicer.
Especially when the receipts come in.
We can still use House of Cirque for either type of show, but at least now you're not wondering what's on your credit card. But yeah, so we've grown. We have a lot of different types of performers that I work with. And I picked up a lot of different skill sets. So I started rolling with Circus Cruz and teaching their people how to do fire and some of my arts. And in trade, I was picking up some of theirs. So aerial arts, sideshow arts, which I got really heavily involved in.
Whoa. Now, for people that don't know what sideshow is.
Oh, so sideshow is going to be all the fun danger arts. Aerial is dangerous, but such as like bed of nails, walking on glass, eating light bulbs, right? Human blockheading, which is
excuse me,
which is hammering foreign objects into your nasal cavity, such as like
we need to talk about that. Do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
Hammering screwdrivers into your nasal cavity.
Woo.
Girl. All sorts of fun. Oh, straitjacket escape, which is really fun. Which
you find this fun?
Once you learn,
Oh, okay.
The learning process might be a little hard on the first individual, but I am making one of my performers do that live in the student recital this coming weekend. So he'll be in a straitjacket, suspended upside down by a harness, while on stilts, and so he goes upside down, and then he has to escape the straitjacket while we're doing our acrobatic stilt thing around him, and we also get to push him and spin him to make it harder.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I would be so impatient.
We practice,
okay.
especially with the going upside down and reminding them to wear support garments because it's not so comfortable for gentlemen. He did get pinched on the last run through, so more incentive for next time to remember.
So what should someone wear?
A cup or some kind of dancer belt, essentially. Even females will wear some kind of support garments like hardcore dancer hosiery that has a higher spandex ratio so that everything's nice and sucked in. Well, so especially for me, like if you have extra skin and stuff, it doesn't like get stuck on apparatuses or get pinched a little too much, or looks better in costuming.
I would agree.
If you're upside down too,
I don't think I've ever.
No upside down. Not yet. I'm not looking at you for this episode. No.
Yet? What?
The wig might go.
Okay, so I saw this earlier, and it's 12 Urban Dictionary sex acts.
Okay.
That will get you arrested. I want to know if you've heard of them.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's find out.
And if you've heard of them, I will ask you for the definition. If you haven't, I will give you the definition.
I have a feeling I'm going to get educated right
now. Munging.
No idea.
Okay.
Does it have anything to do with mung beans? Because
it says, go to a graveyard with 4 of your buddies, dig up a fresh corpse, and have a gangbang.
Why?
Afterwards, one of them puts their mouth over the area. This is so disgusting. I can't even. It is. You can look it up yourself if you so choose. Because this is nasty.
I'd be worried about skin coming off.
I'd just be worried about why are you digging it up.
That too.
Wolf bagging.
I don't even know.
I don't even know if I want to read this one.
You didn't prove these before, huh?
I did.
You did.
I read them, and I thought, oh, well, she'll be fine. Maybe she's heard of some of them, and she can tell us. Wolf bagging is to have anal sex with a person who, prior to the deed, has swallowed a piece of raw bacon with a string of the same length attached.
People have some weird fetishes.
One end of the string hangs out of the mouth. Oh my god. I didn't read this far. I just read the first part. Y'all, oh my god. One end of the string hangs out of the mouth of the anal recipient as the moment approaches, and the moment is the movement. Got it? Approaches for the anal giver. He yanks the piece of string, causing the other person to vomit the piece of bacon. During vomiting, the muscles in the anus become tightly clenched, causing an amazing sensation to the anal giver. I'm not making this up. I'm gonna post this later.
Things I will not be doing in bed.
I don't know how to say this one.
These are not vegetarian friendly.
I'm sorry, I didn't come up with a vegan one. I can find you a vegan one if you
Too
want.
perky.
Ooh. Anyway, here's the next one. And the definition is horrible. Eskimo tray. I don't know.
Tree bucket.
Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay. This one's heavy duty. When you put your penis between your legs and a girl starts to give head from behind, she has her nose in your asshole. Oh my god, this is gross. Skipping, because I can't read the rest. I'll let you read.
Does it say how many inches the penis has to be then?
It doesn't. It doesn't have a requirement. I didn't say it was healthy. I'm just reading this.
From Eddie, there is a fetish ball in Arizona. I wouldn't consider these fetishes per se. Just unique sex acts.
I'm not saying my kink is not. I mean, your kink is not my kink, but I guess these are okay. Ready for the next one?
Sure. Get it.
Sour apple smoothie. Oh my god, I didn't read this one.
Is this another throw up?
Oh my god, I did not read this. I didn't read this one. Oh my god, I can't read this one. Wow. I'll let you read it. And then you tell me.
This is what mouth guards are for. When eating out a girl with syphilis, she queefs, and a green liquid comes out of her vagina and goes into your mouth. So this is extremely disgusting. You puke all over her vagina, yet continue to eat. I say don't do that one. Don't do that one.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think it's the site where people were just bored. It's college humor.
Oh my god.
People were just bored. They didn't write real
But
lines.
these are off of Urban Dictionary.
From college humor.
Absolutely. What's a Mexican pancake, you might ask?
What?
No, I'm not reading that one. But if you hear somebody saying that, just know they had a good time. It says, when a man comes on a girl's face, lets it dry, and then peels it off and feeds it to her. Let me find some more. This might damage some people's childhood memories.
The Lion King.
Yes. Have you heard of that one?
No, but now I must know what the... Oh, wait. Simba's involved somehow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Go for it.
When you have sex, you pull out right before you ejaculate. You go in your own hand. What? Oh.
You mark it.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget the marking on the forehead.
Oh my God! Get the girl to face you before she realizes it, and then use your thumb to smear. Wow. Wow. Are you going to be incorporating any of these into your act?
No.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I have friends that have incorporated me into their acts. But
you might want to send them that one. What is this? Ew, nope. That is nasty. No. And the rest are very anally inclusive. Just really... Yeah. Anybody from Cleveland? You're not from Cleveland, are you? Nope. Woo. The Cleveland Hot Waffle. Wow. I'll just let you look it up. And it's disturbing.
As are most of those.
There's a lot of Cleveland apple picking, Cleveland accordion. Cleveland is busy, apparently, because anything that starts with Cleveland, well, you know.
It snows in Cleveland. People are stuck inside. They're bored.
Well, they've created things that...
many things to keep them not bored.
This is
very... And us entertain in a disgusting way.
Eddie said he's heard of some of these.
Heard of or done?
Wow. I think everybody's still talking about the bacon one on this side. But I'll post those if anybody's interested in having that experience. Because, I mean, they don't sound safe, but please always remember your health is important. Because
the simplest one doesn't sound like it'd be good for your health.
No. And if I see you, like...
all green?
Yeah, I'll be like, ooh, wow. What was the name of that one? Oh, the apple smoothie. I'll be like, ooh, got the apple smoothie. So, you were talking about that you started 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've totally got your mind boggled by all these nasty... Ugh. What got you started in burlesque, and then what got you started into more of the... you said you moved on to that, but what motivated that?
Well, started in belly dance, then fire, and the studio I was going through started offering burlesque. And so I started taking that, and then...
So did you know belly dancing and...
I was a teacher, also.
Where did that start?
Around that time, like, I had started taking privates from one of my friends who was one of the professional belly dancers in the area. She and I worked together when I was still corporate. So she was actually someone I was training on the job, and then she happened to do belly dancing and stuff. And I was like, oh, and so one of my friends from work and we started taking privates from her at her house. And then I branched out and found a studio and went a little crazy for quite a while, taking a gazillion classes and workshops. And then eventually began instructing also. So I have a lot of different styles of dance or performing arts that I've ingested over the years to kind of create whatever my style is at this point, which I pull them out of my bag whenever I need whatever it is, depending on the showcase or event, number, we decide.
Now, so you went from the burlesque.
I went from belly dance, fire, burlesque, and then from burlesque into circus and sideshow.
Now, how did that all happen? How did you...
It went into circus and sideshow because I was actually being hired by the circus school and circus companies to do my burlesque side for them and my fire side for them.
Wait, there's a circus school?
There is a circus school of Arizona.
What?
They're based in North Scottsdale area.
Scottsdale of all places, huh?
North Scottsdale. So they have a great facility over there, which I worked with them for a lot of different projects. But there's a lot of other circus companies and groups in the valley as well. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah, lots of different entertainment companies that all specialize in circus art. So House of Cirque, my company, we're just one of them, but I also work with the others as they work with me as well. So it's nice. We kind of help each other out, finding different talent. I was just helping out one of them earlier today, find a tightrope walker that they need for an event coming up. So
I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, I don't do tightrope. But we did find someone that does, so yay. So they have some tightrope walkers for it now, and I believe they're also getting some slackline walkers for it.
No, husband. Crystal has her own drink or two for all of them. So
this is not an ad for my soda, but I do need it.
Wow. So do you travel with that? Or are you just in the valley?
I'm kind of lucky. I'm giggy enough that I can predominantly stay here. I don't have to tour to do my art. There's a lot of opportunities here. I do go out of state or out of town every now and then, like primarily like Vegas or California. Like
you party from the big dogs.
Yeah, it's just some events like what we do, so it just pushes up there. Especially like when we do Hollywood. Normally I bring out my stilters. Like we'll get hired out for parades or festivals, stuff like that. Wow. Because who doesn't want to see a bunch of stilters getting down dancing, right? For especially like
you dance on the stilts?
Mm-hmm. Especially for like the Caribbean Carnival style events.
Whoa. No way.
We dance on stilts. We do acrobatics on stilts. And in the air on stilts. So it's just a whole...
Eddie Omega wants to know, do you incorporate body paint into your work?
We have incorporated body paint artists into some of our work. And actually I might be joining another project with a body painter, but it's for his work, not our work. But there's a new project we're applying for, the Gods and Monsters. You may have seen
Brandon McGill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because we've worked with him on some other projects before, and I saw that, and he was really interested in our four-legged stilting.
Okay.
So, like, some of the creature style.
Oh, yes.
Like, really oversized.
I hope you get it.
Yeah, we'll see, hopefully, because I can offer myself and also some of my cast and students for that. I'm like, all right, who's okay being naked on stilts and being painted for hours on end? Yeah, I am. But, not everyone's as comfortable, but I have enough people to make it really interesting.
I have done it twice now, and I think I'm now at the level where I'm okay. I am good. I will...
Right. Well, I also do nude modeling for artists all the time. So, like, for me, it's just, like, nothing. I'm like, all right, let's go nude. Let's do it. Because I spend a good portion of my time when I'm on other types of stages completely naked. So
now you have to explain that. You can't just say that and then leave people hanging.
So I do a lot of fine art modeling. When I'm not on stages doing circus arts, then I'm on smaller stages at art schools or for different art organizations, helping people's education. So whether it's, it's all fine art. So portrait, full figure, gesture. Sometimes I'll also do tandem nude modeling with partners. Okay. Although I've limited that. I have a very specific list of partners that I'm willing to do that with because I'm a little bit more acrobatic in our practice and also more interacty and like very much
touchy,
hands-on type
and
positions.
There's some people that you're like, don't.
No. Or they don't know how to. And I don't feel like training them for free.
Oh. So, there's a school for that too?
There is. But if they haven't had any kind of
training
in any kind of body movement, it makes the job a little bit harder. Because you have some people that just kind of go into it because
they're 90-degree angled.
Or, let's pose.
Oh, like that? Oh.
Yes, well.
They're like that? That would feel so awkward if I... Let me pose next to you.
Right, yeah.
And you're like...
It's not invented.
And you're like, oh, that's cute. That's so cute.
That's why I have a list now of people.
You're like, oh, you were good. You were good. I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you.
That plus also some of my performers are also into art modeling, so some of them I'll use, and
they know.
The artists are very happy when I bring them. They're like, please do it again. Please, that was beautiful. Some of them are very pretty.
So they're like, oh, I'm taking this class again. Yeah. Taking it 4 times.
I'm going to see if I can actually get some of my other art clients to bring in the tandem modeling. Not all locations are okay with it.
So Freddy says when he's not dying, which he is at this current time, he'll be talking to you about walking on stilts.
Oh, fun. Monday nights.
Oh, there she has told you where.
Monday nights, core CrossFit, 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
There's a CrossFit class with stilts?
No.
Oh, but okay. I was going to say, what?
There's a gym in downtown Phoenix that was converted into a CrossFit gym.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's called Core CrossFit.
I was going to say, girl, I can't even exercise, and then you want me to get on stilts?
They do have a lot of CrossFit there, but it's just a really great situation for us. They have, huge ceiling heights because it was a converted church. They have the safest floor for us possible, which is black rubberized. And then they have all the CrossFit bars and equipment, so a new stilter can just hold on and never have to let go until you feel comfortable enough to. And then, of course, they have all the aerial equipment, too.
He says he doesn't need the class. He just needs the stilts.
Oh. Well, we're not selling our stilts right now because we've used the last batch towards increasing our stilts. But I can refer you to someone in Tucson.
Problem solved.
Yeah. And they can hook you up with either the wood ones, which are a little bit cheaper, around $300, $350 for adults.
Dang.
Or the
So
metal
when somebody
ones.
is walking around, they're walking on a fine piece of legs.
Yeah, that's the cheap ones. And then the aluminum ones, like the ones that I walk on, they're around $650 and up. But they're hardcore. You can do acrobatics on them. Wow. And then I have... The reason why I have my aluminum ones is because there's extension kits for them. They're custom made, but by the group in Tucson.
Kits?
Yeah, so I can actually pull out the different leg lengths and put in different lengths instead of having different size stilts all the time.
Wow.
So I have my 2s, my 4s, my 6s, and I need to get my 3s and my 5s so I don't have to switch off to my wood ones.
Oh, so it's a different
lengths. And my 6s are taller than me just standing naturally, so it's hilarious. They're just like...
Well, hey.
Just, sit on top of a
Sure,
really
people like to be tall sometimes. So, Eddie wants to know, what festivals have you performed at?
Lots. Like music festivals, all over town. Lots of different arts festivals, like the Tempe Festival of the Arts, Phoenix Festival of the Arts, Glendale Festival of the Arts, Glendale Chocolate Affair.
Excuse me?
The Glendale Chocolate Affair.
Oh, I'm going to have to look that up.
If there is an event or festival and they need entertainment, we've probably been there at some point or another. Whether underneath our name or some other group's name. And I may be recognizable or I may be completely costumed out. Lovely wig and all.
Oh, I'm not sure what a wig is. This is my natural hair.
Well, my hair fits nicely under wigs these days. So
when did you chop that?
A few months ago.
I haven't seen you in a little bit, so I guess.
Well, it may have been cut by the last time you saw me, actually, but I was wearing wigs all night.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Crystal has performed in Spotlight. Freddie would be here. He would. Oh, I know when the next one is. The next one is March 24th.
Awesome. Coming up.
I'm trying to share this because I feel like people need to know. What has been the craziest request from a client? Eddie's coming with some good ones.
What is a crazy request? I normally...
Are there any requests that are like, you're like, no, I cannot do that?
I mean, I spin fire tassels.
Excuse me?
Fire tassels.
Like?
Yeah.
What?
But I hardly bring those out anymore just because it's normally like bachelor parties.
Is it because it's cold?
No, I charge more when I bring them out. And I only really bring or offer them at bachelor or bachelorette parties. Like, there's no other... Okay, so when we first started, we were primarily nightlife entertainment, right? So nightlife, pretty much anything goes. And we're more outrageous, actually, than our clients are. So, like, when they ask us for stuff, we're like, you want this? Like, we go, with our ideas. And so, asking what's the craziest request, our clients are boring. Like, their requests are kind of boring because they don't know how crazy things can get, or at least how inventive
they don't know.
They don't know. We're the ones that are going, so you guys want to stand on top of us while we're on the bed of nails? Hey, you want to sledgehammer us with the cinder block and everything? So there's, audience participation. So we're the ones that are pushing the envelope versus them. But we started in nightlife. So when you start in nightlife, and you do all the kinkier stuff first. And then eventually you get bigger. And
then you get more polite.
More family friendly. They don't want to see all this. So now it's really funny.
They do.
They don't.
It just can't be on receipts.
No, corporate, they don't want to see. I am very covered up. My boobs don't come out to play anymore. My butt stays hidden.
Who are you?
I know. It's really weird. Even in material that I'm submitting to burlesque type shows, my material is very different than what it used to be. Like, I used to be more traditional, spin tassels, whatever. It doesn't matter. Stripping is involved. You will see body parts. But now it's more character pieces or very overly dramatic group pieces. So like this last one that we did, they hired in our stilt fetish piece where I'm on stilts and I have 2 supporting characters and we're all completely covered head to toe. No skin is showing. Take away the humanity completely. It's kind of like a Eyes Wide Shut vibe.
Oh.
The black head coverings, the white matching blank masks, the cardinal robes for my lower people, and I have like a very elaborate variation of their costume on me. And they strip off pieces of my costuming until I'm down to my base costume. But even then, I'm still pretty covered.
Wow.
But then we do some lifts and have some fun with it in a very dark and sexy way.
Oh.
So we're more the theatrical side of it now.
So it's evolved.
It's evolved a lot because I have to cater to a wider type of clientele base. So I can't just create a piece that can only service one style anymore. So even if it's my sexier piece, I can reuse it for about anything else. If I just alter a couple small little components, very, 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 very small. But it's nice. Like my stuff's getting picked up more and more by different types of shows, and I'm able to repeat it. And
that's
repeating
good.
costumes is good.
That's good that you found stuff that works. So there's no crazy requests.
Nothing.
There's nothing.
I mean, you might get people hitting on you, but that's nothing new.
I mean, that happens to everybody, right? Yeah. I mean, not me.
No.
Never.
But our newest project that we're working on, my
full length. I was just about to say that. You're reading my mind.
My full length version of our show and basically all the stuff that we like to experiment with in my classes and the workshops that I teach throughout the year. All of my students and my performer friends are all invited. It's our one show a year that we do as
Is this like an industry night?
No. It's just our yearly fundraiser show. All In House actually asked us to do another version of it. We did it last year for the first time. But it's all House of Cirque. It's all House of Cirque related. So this year I created a theme of tall tales. So we're reimagining certain tall tales, but we're putting our own spin. Or like, here's this story that you used to know.
And now we're going to fuck it all up.
Here's what the story really was, because it was really based off of our history, and it evolved into this. So like, you take Cinderella, chick with the glass shoe.
Are you going to shatter some people's childhood memories?
No, we're just going to show them what our version is. So we're going to say like, that's based off of, in our land, the next ruler is based off of who can wear the tallest shoe. My 6-footers, essentially. So there's a whole scene in that one.
Wow.
People actually have to climb the ladder to try to wear my stuff.
Interesting.
It's fun. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot more acrobatics and stuff, and we're experimenting with the dynamic between a floor person off stilts
okay.
So like a regular floor dancer versus a stilter that's on extra tall walkers, like 4-footers.
Mm-hmm.
So you have me that's 5 foot, you have that person that's like 10 feet, and now I have to throw them around like a living roller coaster.
What?
So stuff like that we're incorporating now into our practice.
Okay, now I want to see. I want to see what's
see
going
the
on.
roller coaster. See if I make her scream.
What?
She's been screaming in class. It's been fun.
Whoa, that's intense though.
It's cool. It's fun.
Wow.
It keeps them guessing.
Wow.
But then we also include. I teach sideshow workshops, which we have the next one coming up this weekend. So if you want to learn how to walk on glass, get tied up.
So this brings me to my question. Does that mean the nose part?
I set up a whole obstacle course. Different options. You can try them all, or you can only try a couple of them. It's up to you and your comfort level. But I'll explain the physics and the methods behind it and demonstrate it as well.
Okay.
And teach you how to do stuff. So.
Hi, Joan. I don't know why it sent a message to me instead of you commenting. That's very weird. Interesting. Is the nose... How does that work? Or is that a trade secret? Am I asking trade secret questions?
Nasal cavity's about here to here, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is the room you have to work with. Everyone's a little bit different. And then, of course, this is different size for everyone. And your allergies, if you have that can take into effect. But, you start with some smaller objects and then you work your way up. I don't want to give you all the details because I have had younger, some of my friends' kids, circus kids, who were with us at festivals and saw me do all my tricks in live shows. And they
try it themselves?
Yes, they locked themselves in their bedroom and tried it and then recorded themselves on their cell phones and then showed their mom afterwards. Like, Mom, look what I do now. I'm like, oh, gosh. And what's funny is their mom wouldn't actually mind if she just, if they told her in advance and did it with her so she could safety them. Because she's also a circus performer, so she gets
This is like the Tide Pods. Please stop doing that. I'm tired of seeing that on the news. If I see another person getting escorted out with a stretcher, stop it. Somebody's going to die soon, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not cool. Let's end that.
So go to the workshops instead so you don't die.
Yeah. This is so
we also have dragon training. So that's
excuse me? I'm sorry, what?
Dragon training. So Sideshow School is this coming Sunday, the 28th, and then dragon training is on February 11th. It's another Sunday. So
is this all at the same location?
No, the danger workshops are taught at my home studio at House of Cirque in downtown Phoenix, which is only 5 minutes from the stilt studio.
Okay.
Where we teach at. But dragon training is when I introduce people to eat and breathe fire and do fire transfers on their skin.
Now that is something cool.
It's fun.
That is, I love to watch, but I am so clumsy.
Well, we walk you through it. Some people do it as bucket list, and some people are doing it as a professional performer, and they'll come and learn new tricks.
You know what? I am so clumsy. I feel like no, and most of the time when I'm performing, I'm flammable. So
am I.
Could you imagine all of this just bursting into flames?
Well, when you learn it, we would take all that off of you. But when you perform it, once you get good enough...
I can wear this after you're like, you can wear it now.
Once you get that... Okay, example. A gig that I get asked a lot throughout the years with multiple companies is they want me... This is normally for higher-end clients or certain type of venues. On stilts, in a huge hoop skirt dress, Marie Antoinetted out to fuck, with a big-ass white fire breathing and spinning fire up there. So imagine how huge I am. Everything on me is highly flammable.
What?
And I'm now breathing fireballs out above people.
Oh.
So it's possible. Not that I would suggest to people, do that.
Please don't try any of what she's saying at home by yourself.
I have fire retardant spray, but it only goes so far. Oh. It's not going to help you all.
You can't put that all in this hair.
Well, it has to be able to absorb.
Oh, it would just sit on the top.
Mm-hmm.
This is synthetic. It just sit on it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, unless I got a real hair wig.
Yeah, but if it's going to get close to fire, I'm going to burn it anyway.
No, I don't want to spend that much money.
Yeah. I'm going to burn it. I don't worry. I just buy new wigs. But
then
I don't have to worry about losing my own hair.
Okay, my question, and I just wanted you to explain it all before I ask this.
Sure.
Have you ever had a whoops-a-daisy or an embarrassing moment?
Whoops-a-daisies. I've caught on fire before in shows. That's
you
not
have?
fun.
Oh
you know.
So you don't have any burns or anything?
Oh, I have burns. Like, if you play with fire, as long as you're okay with the concept fire hot, fire burn.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I have different burns, like, all over me. You can kind of see there's, like, little small ones. My legs are covered right now, but, like, I have a big one right here. But it's pretty faded by now. Like,
okay, nothing to, like, put you in the hospital.
No, well, when you have all the burn ointment at home already, you don't really have to go to the hospital.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Do that.
I have gone to the hospital when I freaked out before. Probably the first time I ingested too much lamp oil. And it made my stomach go...
Is that safe?
Pretty much. I mean, the lamp oil, yes. The Coleman's camping fuel, no.
Oh.
No. White gas, no. White gas, bad. If you're feeling too fuely or something, it is possible for someone from fire breathing to get, like, chemical pneumonia.
I have, like, heartburn. I don't know what this would feel like.
But normally, I've been doing fire for over a decade, so I haven't ended up in ER yet. Yay!
We'll pray for you, bang some chimes, and do all that for you so that keep you in a little safe bubble. What's your next gig? I know you have the student recital. Then what's the big like the house? The house is performing where next?
Well, our personal full-length show, we're doing that at Alwyn House on St. Patrick's Day, so March 17th.
Okay, so you guys have some time.
And that'll be our full-length production. An insane amount of performers, because everyone just wants to jump on board whenever I do one of these, and then their friends want to jump on board. So it's really nice. Like, we have plenty of people to make these really... And we're going to do the full-length version of our fire painting performance as well, live.
Say what now?
Fire painting. So
you just keep coming up with all these things that just keep spewing out of your mouth, and then like all of a sudden it's like, what? You do what now?
So I wanted to play around with the concept of a lot of events, they like long form entertainment. You know, whether it's something that keeps them actively looking at it right then, or something that they can keep coming back and interacting with. And I recently, like in the last month or so, modeled for another artist workshop where she actually incorporates a blowtorch in her practice. So she does fine art painting and incorporates wax in some of her paints, and then she'll take a blowtorch to do certain effects with the paint to melt the wax, and it does different things. So I was like, fire and art, I think I have some things to play with. So after burning a lot of canvas and deciding that wasn't the way to go, I figured out through a lot of YouTubing, alcohol ink.
Isn't YouTube amazing?
I love YouTube. So many clips. So learned from that, and then I did a live demo in a show where it was on glass that I had suspended from a metal frame, and I'm using this paint live to do an intentional painting. I did a speed painting, and that's when I decided I can't do it that fast. 3 minutes.
3 minutes? That's all you gave yourself?
It was an intentional piece. Like, it was small. It was only like this by this.
Okay.
And
it wasn't like one of those, like...
No, but the next one is. That's why we have to have a long form. So we're going to do like a 20-minute speed piece. Believe it or not, that is actually considered a speed piece for what we're... It's like the size of a door. It's going to be myself and another artist. And why we call it fire painting is there's alcohol in the ink. So we actually use fire to cure it live. So the end result, because we're doing it on glass, it looks like stained glass window effect. So...
Who would have thought?
We'll be painting. And then we also have all these fire performers around it. And I breathe fire onto it directly with doing tricks. So it's fun. And because it's glass, you can see through it. And
So the audience can see you.
Mm-hmm, the audience can see it. And you're hardly ever on the other side of a fireball on class, right? So you
yeah. No front row seating for me. I will be on the back.
That's actually going to be the separate side.
Okay.
So, like, it won't...
I was just going to say it.
Yeah, no damage. No damage.
Joan wants to know if you do charity events.
We do charity events. I do have insurance. Fire insurance is about $300 a year on average.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but that's for the individual performer.
Oh, so each of you have
Each fire performer would have to have performance insurance for, like, larger events and stuff when they require insurance. Although I am dealing for the first time ever how to freaking insure a show with students in it. So I finally found a place that'll insure it, and that's per show, and that's like...
It's like a case-by-case basis.
It really is. Like, a non-fire, non-dangerous, only stilt acrobatic show is around $150 a show, but I need to go back and ask, all right, if we include the fire and the aerial, how much is that? It's different. It's just different.
Things getting dangerous. Getting dangerous. Specifically, Relay for Life. Joan, do you need to talk to Crystal? She doesn't do things for free. So you may need to talk to her.
You can always email me at info@houseofcirc.com or just go to our website, houseofcirc.com.
And plus, I tagged you too, so can they send you messages on Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hi, Ryan. Yes, it's great networking. Sounds awesome. I'm terrified of burning myself with boiling water. Any First Friday performances coming up soon?
Not really. We tend to get booked out for different events, so...
I could have sworn at one point you were doing...
Well, we used to do stilt walks on First Friday with our students. Like, it's a fun thing. They get to be seen. They get to go out. They get to have fun.
Crowds.
Walking in the streets. Especially if they haven't paraded with us in actual parades. It gets a little bit of mileage underneath them. So those are fun, but we've just been so busy. We haven't had any opportunities. And so
She said #fully booked.
Well, we've been creating other opportunities instead that might make a little more sense towards what our goals are. Because we're not just stilt walkers, just walking the streets. We do a lot of other fun stuff with it. So I've been trying to find other shows or events that we could actually do the fun stuff with, not just the basic stuff.
Like the Marie Antoinette.
Right.
In the air, blowing fire.
Right. I mean, you see that all the time.
Can you put your email in the comments? I'll do it right now. Hold on. Info at Circ. QUE. Right? .com.
Yep.
Email. There, I put it in the comments. Just for you. So you can copy and paste it. Where can we find you on social media? Of course we can find you on Facebook because I just tagged you on it.
Right.
Any other social medias?
Facebook, Instagram. I don't really do my Twitter
right
that much, but those two are our main ones, and then our main website. Most of my people are Instagram freaks, so
yeah, because it's visually pleasing. I would love to see. I would love to see like a land view of you blowing the fire.
Right. Well, yeah, we have a lot of photos from over the years from different shoots and what have you. And I already hired a videographer for our big project for the March 17th show, so we're going to get some really sick footage from that to start advertising.
Wow.
Because I just came up with the fire painting thing recently, so not many people know that we offer that yet, and all the other fun stuff.
So keep a lookout. Do you have a Facebook page for the House of Circ?
House of Circ's on Facebook also.
Yes. No, she's not on Snapchat. Are you on Snapchat?
Yeah.
I'm on Snapchat. Not everybody. And then you said that's March 17th is your next show.
March 17th is the House of Cirque only show.
Oh, okay. Where can they find it? Or do you have one of your own? Or...
Well, I guess in a lot of different shows around town. So, like, that's my creation. Like, the House of Cirque, the Tall Tale show, that's all Crystal. I produce the entire thing. I choreograph it. All that fun stuff. And then the next...
She didn't bring her calendar in here. We were just talking about calendars.
All in-house. No, I have them all memorized in my head because I write them down. My calendar's out there. But no, we have like all the workshops that are coming up over these next few weeks, and then the next public show that I'm doing is...
Oh, we didn't talk about the workshops.
We did a little bit. So this coming Sunday is Sideshow School. There's still room for you to get signed up for that one. Mm-hmm. Then on the 11th of February, there's dragon training.
Okay.
And then every Monday night at Core CrossFit, we have the stilt class, which is beginner friendly.
I would probably be very beginner friendly.
Within an hour, I can get you walking without touching anything. Like,
what?
I'm really good at getting people to walk fast.
First, I have to come up with $350.
No, we provide stilts for the class use.
What?
Mm-hmm. So all you have to do is just show up and wear comfortable clothing. We have a dozen stilts for classes.
What? Guys, should I do it? How much is the class?
Drop-in's $20, or if you buy the class card, it's $15.
That's not bad.
No.
Is that for one class?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's every Monday.
It's every Monday, $20 drop-in, or you can do a $60 class card for four classes.
I mean, if somebody wants to gift that to me, that's...
A month of stilts.
I mean...
Only $60. Makes a tala.
I am very clumsy, so this would be very hilarious, and I would hire somebody to
take
video of me doing this, because there's no way that I could carry my phone.
Oh, and then we also, for those of you that can't make a regular weekly, we also have retreats. So the next retreat is going to be in Rocky Point.
Oh.
First weekend of April. We only have like one, maybe 2 spots left of that. I had a couple people that had to drop out after the new year, but it is on the freaking beach. So, food's
you want me to walk on the beach
included.
in stilts, and I can't even walk. I can't even walk across the street and on my feet.
It's just different. There are some hard landed areas there with a tall wall.
Oh.
So we have that set up because I have some first timers that are coming. So we'll set them up there first, and then we translate them over into the beach, which is more fun. But it's going to be fun. You get 3 days, 3 nights, beachfront property, your own bed.
Look at her just selling this.
2 spots left.
I mean, if you do it, let me know.
350. 2 spots left.
Wow.
You have to have your passport. It is in Mexico.
I know. I don't have a passport. Freddy's been yelling at me for a couple months to get one, so...
I know. I have to renew mine this week because it takes like 6 to 8 weeks to do the normal process, the cheapo way, and I'm cheap. So...
Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
If you guys do that, let me know. Any other questions before we say peace, adios, goodbye? I don't have anything coming up, but on February 1st, Truth or Dare Bingo is back at the Cash, and I invite all of you to come and join us for a little drink or two and play some bingo. So, that's on February 1st. We're back. Have you had any drag queens attend any workshops? I think fire eating would be a talent. Before she answers that, in the packet, when you sign up for a pageant, it tells you that you can't do anything with fire. Unless you ask the venue permission. And most venues are like...
Well, it depends on the scale of the venue. If it's a large enough venue and you have your insurance, they'll normally say yes. But it is the producer's discretion on that one. But to answer, yes, we have top performers of all different styles fire. So we just ask that you do not wear your wigs or extra stuff while you're doing the lesson, that's all. And then, actually, our next public appearance is probably the Exotic. Almond's Exotic. We're coming in for that. They want all my fetish stuff. So it's all...
Is that February?
Yeah, February 9th, I believe. It's
almost February. Oh, my God.
It's like in 3 weeks.
just started. Oh my god. Whoever keeps messaging me on my phone. Yes. Wow. You have a lot going on.
Always. I'm always picking up new projects, and we're constantly expanding, right? So we went nightlife to more corporate stuff, and also now into more cultural stuff as well. And then I'm also expanding out more into nonprofits. I mean, we've always been brought into different nonprofits, but this one is expanding our stilt program specifically into them. So, like, I'm starting the process of working with freearts.org right now.
Okay.
To come in and offer professional artist service for them, where we take the kids and we do like a week or 2 weeks or a month, whatever, of intense workshops, and then we end with a show and all that good stuff.
Gosh, they would love that.
It's fun. I've done similar projects like the last few years with Rising Youth Theater, which is another youth organization.
Did they love that?
Oh, they love it. Because I get assigned a youth artist and then mess with them for a month or so straight and come up with an original piece. So that was fun. This is a little different because its purpose is to directly deal with outreach and specific. So they've all had some kind of trauma of some sort. So it's also giving them more confidence, a higher perspective, building them up, which is a lot of what
shining light in their dark world.
And we do a lot of that in stilts. It just naturally comes with that territory. So we're excited. We're excited to expand into that.
You don't just make people taller, you lift them up. Okay. Yes. Hi, Michael. Wow, just look for Crystal all over the place. That's all I can say. I can't. Whoa. Boom. I thought I knew Crystal after all this time. And there is more coming out of Crystal than I anticipated. We did talk before the show, but I knew like this much, and then she just told you this much. Whoa. She's a teacher. Wow. Next week, I believe we have Katrina Rainsong. And you just work with her. So.
Yeah. Maybe she'll bring one of her pets with her.
What? Oh, I gotta ask her about that. Ooh, you can always find it. You distracted me. What do I want to say? We want to thank our sponsors, Marissa Sanchez of wigsofakind.com. Nice. And we want to thank Gabe. Oh, that's what I did this weekend. Whoa. So in the beginning of the show, I didn't know what I did. But Gabe King Photography shot a family-style photo with Freddy and his drag family. And I was included a little bit. And one of the photos came out today, so I posted it. Thank you, Gabe King, for being with us for 5 seasons and doing our promos for next to just, I mean, I need a lot of work, so we get a bang for our buck, okay? Anyway, we want to thank Gabe King. If you want to book a session with him, you go to gabeking.com. GabeKingPhotography.com, because I told somebody that the other day, and they went to Gabe King. I don't know what's at Gabe King. They just told me there was no photographer there. If you go to tantusinc.com, I believe Freddy has a link that he's supposed to be sharing with me so that I can tell people how to get 15% off. And I believe that's it. You can support us on Patreon. Be sure to like, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, share this. And then if you're on YouTube, you can share it as well. But make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. Yes. That's it. Until next week, we will see you later.